History has proven them right, absolutely right. After 45 years, the United States spends more money on education by far than any other country, and spends likewise by far more money per pupil than any country, and it's not even close. But yet we rank near the bottom of the list in terms of success.
So the United States spends more money per student than any other country by far, and ranked among the bottom by far. So usually the way it works, the more money you spend, the better something is, right? The more successful, the more beautiful, the newer, the more shinier, right? What this is indicative of is corruption in the system, meaning prices are inflated in order for people to extract supposedly more wealth. And as a result of that, the whole system is just corroding because there's no integrity. The integrity of it is falling apart. And it's plain for everyone to see. Look at the statistics.
It's an amazing stat. Those are two stats you don't want. The most money spent per pupil, and you're at the bottom of the list. And that's where we are, like it or not. And we've been there for a long time. 70% of eighth graders are not proficient in either reading or in math.
70%.
70%.
70%.
40% of fourth graders lack even basic reading skills, can't read.
Oh my God. 40% can't even read as a fourth grader. Fourth grader.
Students in our public elementary and middle schools score worse in reading today than when the department opened by a lot. In Baltimore, 40% of the high schools have 0 students who can do basic mathematics.
Oh my God. Hold up. Did he just say 0? 40% in Baltimore. Now, for those of you who are a bit savvy as to what he's actually saying here, at least in my view, I could be wrong, only my opinion, but Baltimore is a chocolate city, and Democrats are supposedly the ally of blacks. Jimmy Carter supposedly looking out for you in your favor, and now you got 40% of high school students who can't even do basic algebra. Think about that.
Losing your money to a scam.
That is staggering.
Very simplest of mathematics. I said, give me your definition of basic, and they're talking about like adding a few numbers together. Despite these breathtaking.
Whoa, I said basic algebra. Hold on, I got that wrong.
Basic, and they're talking about like adding a few by a lot. In Baltimore, 40% of the high schools have 0 students who can do basic mathematics.
Hold on, oh my God. The man said basic mathematics.
Not even the very simplest of mathematics. I said, give me your definition of basic, and they're talking about like adding a few numbers together. Despite these breathtaking failures, the department's discretionary budget has exploded by 600% in a very short period of time, and it employs bureaucrats in buildings all over Washington, D.C. And as a former real estate person, I will tell you, I ride through the streets of Washington, and it says Department of Education, Department of Education. I said, how do you fill those buildings? It's crazy what's happened over the years. I'm pleased to report that after offering these federal employees 2 generous buyout options, and they were very, very generous, and they're good people, but they were very generous. My administration has initiated a reduction in force, and we're already cutting numbers that were really surprising to a lot that we were able to do it so successfully. And we've cut the number of bureaucrats in half. 50% have taken office, which is great.